You're watching PHL 17 this morning. The battle of he said, she said between Judge Brett Kavanaugh and Christine Blasey Ford culminated in emotional fashion on Capitol Hill yesterday. And today, Kavanaugh's fate will be determined. Details from yesterday's historic hearing coming up. Plus, 2 Philadelphia police officers are accused of stopping, searching, and arresting a man with no probable cause. And now they are facing charges. Why the city pulled these 2 cops off the street. And we are on the wrong end of some drenching downpours. We are looking live there at Mobile 17 as it heads down the Schuylkill Expressway. A flash flood watch is in effect this morning, and these downpours could send some of our already swollen rivers right over their banks. Our Jason Lee is standing by with the latest. It is 4:30. PHL 17 Morning News starts right now. Good morning, I'm Jennifer Lewis Hall. It is Friday, September 28th. I'm joined by Jenna Meisner and Jason Lee. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, happy Friday.
Good morning.
What a morning it is. Yeah. Getting in a rough one for anyone heading out this morning. When we say drenching
torrential
rain.
downpours.
Very
serious.
serious.
It really hasn't let up at all.
Going to affect the roads clearly this morning,
We've
right?
got a number of issues already, so we'll get to that in a minute.
And Jay, again, we're looking to you for guidance, hope, and everything in between, because it's nasty out there.
Well, you know what? I'll give you a little bit of hope. By lunchtime, we'll dry out. And the weekend looks fantastic, so let's hold on to that. PHL 17 Skycam, as you can see, visibility is going to be an issue throughout the morning. Got some rain, got some fog moving in as we take a look at the center city skyline. Kind of hard to see this morning. We've got all these watches and warnings, flood watch, flood warning, and a flood advisory all posted at the same time. All this stuff ends around 9:45 or so this morning. We'll keep our eyes on that. As you step outside right now, yeah, raining in much of the region, 65 degrees in Philly, humidity 100%, winds out of the north at 8 miles an hour. Let's turn to our Doppler 17 and see exactly where it's raining. It's, well, pretty much everywhere, I guess with the exception of extreme South Jersey along the shore and, of course, southern Delaware, too. But you see all the yellow and the red and the orange? Those are the heavy bands of showers. And we're seeing a lot of that moving on through this morning. So we will see some heavy downpours as you folks drive to work. Please plan accordingly. Give yourself some extra time. We'll time things out with our Futurecast. Here we go. We put this into motion. Rain with us for most of the drive to work, but you see by 11 o'clock or so, we really start to dry out. Cloud cover there. And even into the afternoon, we'll see some breaks of sunshine. So better weather is on the way, but the morning will be a rough one. Highs later on into the mid to upper 70s. 7 down, 17 in just a bit. Right now, we check the roads. Jenna Meisner, going to be a rough morning. What's going on right now?
Yeah, Jay, it's already very rough outside on the roadways. Now, we're okay in Philadelphia. No incidents there. It's really outside of the city where we're finding all of our problems this morning. So starting in Bethlehem, I-78 eastbound is completely shut down right now. That's right at Route 412. Watching a multi-vehicle accident, we can see some of the lights there from emergency personnel on scene down in that corner. So the westbound side even slow, as well as folks are looking at what's going on that eastbound side. So I-78 eastbound right at 412 is closed at this moment. And also watching a water rescue already if we head into Quakertown. So the fire department has been on scene here for about 45 minutes at Bethlehem Pike and Cherry Road. Now again, we're going to say it all morning long. If the water looks too high, it is. Do not try to drive through it. We already have flash flooding along the PA Turnpike and as well as in Bucks County on 95. So some big issues from the rain, and they're going to be with us all morning long. So as Jason mentioned earlier, you're going to need the extra time. And into Norristown, we're watching a crash there. That's on West Elm Street at Markley Street. Now, no reports of restrictions here. This has been around for about 10 minutes, and it's really not causing too many problems for us. But if you're in Norristown, just keep an eye out for it. Jen, back to you.
All right, Jen, you always say it, turn around, don't drown. Well, now to Capitol Hill, where the Senate Judiciary Committee is scheduled to vote today on whether to recommend Brett Kavanaugh to the nation's highest court. It comes one day after the committee heard 9 hours of testimony from him and one of his accusers, Christine Blasey Ford. Christine Holmes has a look at some of yesterday's hearing.
This is a circus.
A defiant Brett Kavanaugh denying allegations of sexual assault.
I am innocent of this charge.
The Supreme Court nominee shouted.
I wanted to be here that day.
And at times fought back tears as he testified in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee.
I'm not questioning that Dr. Ford may have been sexually assaulted by some person in some place at some time. But I have never done this.
His accuser, Christine Blasey Ford, also adamant.
I believed he was going to rape me. I tried to yell for help. When I did, Brett put his hand over my mouth to stop me from yelling.
With what degree of certainty do you believe Brett Kavanaugh assaulted you?
100%.
Longtime sex crimes prosecutor Rachel Mitchell standing in for the all-male Republican committee members, attempting to poke holes in Ford's memory of the events.
I can't give the exact date.
Kavanaugh insisting the allegations are part of a smear campaign.
Why aren't you also asking the FBI to investigate?
My family's been destroyed by this, Senator. Destroyed.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham blaming Democrats.
This is the most unethical sham since I've been in politics.
As Senate Republicans work to see if they have the votes to confirm their nominee to the Supreme Court, Kavanaugh emphatic he still wants the job.
But you'll never get me to quit.
Well, that was Christine Holmes reporting there, and according to CNN, the American Bar Association is calling on the Senate Judiciary Committee to delay Kavanaugh's confirmation, that is, until an FBI investigation into the sexual assault allegations is complete. Now, last night, President Trump weighed in on Twitter, saying Judge Kavanaugh showed America exactly why I nominated him. His testimony was powerful, honest, and riveting. Democrats' search and destroy strategy is disgraceful, and this process has been a total sham and effort to delay, obstruct, and resist. The Senate must vote. Well, yesterday's hearing for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh put the scheduled meeting between President Trump and his embattled Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein on hold. It has now been rescheduled for next week. Trump set the meeting Monday, days after a bombshell report on Rosenstein by the New York Times claimed that Rosenstein discussed secretly recording Trump and talked about invoking the 25th Amendment to have Trump removed from office. Rosenstein denies those claims. Well, the Philadelphia Police Department has taken 2 of its officers off the streets after officials say they improperly stopped and searched a man and lied about it on their paperwork. This morning, those officers are facing charges. PHL 17's Kyrie Stewart joins us live from the newsroom with more on those details. Kyrie.
Well, Jen, they're supposed to serve and protect, but investigators say that these 2 officers did the opposite. Now, back in April, investigators say that police officers Matthew Walsh and Marvin Jones stopped a man around the 100 block of East Sharpneck Street. Now, as seen last night on Action News at 10 here on PHL 17, the officers reported that they stopped the man for apparently using narcotics, and in the process, they frisked the man because he did not take his hands out of his pockets. The officers eventually let the man go. Well, a short time later, that man filed a complaint against police, which led to an investigation. Investigators were able to obtain surveillance video of the encounter, which showed that officers Walsh and Jones stopped the man without probable cause and properly searched him and put the man in handcuffs and drove him a block away before releasing him. Investigators say that the man fully complied with the officers and that Walsh and Jones did not document their search of the man, which resulted in them removing prescription medicine from his pocket. Well, following a lengthy investigation, police arrested Walsh and Jones on Wednesday, 7 months after the incident. Walsh is a 4-year veteran of the force, while Jones is a 10-year veteran. Now, officials have charged both of them with criminal conspiracy, false imprisonment, tampering with records, obstructing administration of law, and official oppression. Jen, Commissioner Ross has suspended Walsh and Jones for 30 days with the intent to dismiss at the end of that 30-day period.
Thank you, Kyrie. Well, the manhunt for an alleged child rapist now spans 2 states. Police say 47-year-old David Hamilton was last seen between 10 and 10:30 on Wednesday morning in Newcastle County, Delaware. He was driving that stolen white Toyota that we told you about yesterday with the license plate PD3759P. Now, police recently arrested a home health aide who they say allowed Hamilton to hide in the home of one of their clients. Hamilton is wanted by police for raping 2 young sisters. He is considered armed and dangerous, and a $1,000 cash reward is being offered for information leading to his arrest. Coming up, Halloween is, of course, just around the corner, but some early Halloween decorations made neighbors call the police. We have that story, and our Jason Lee tells us if the weekend forecast will be scary. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jen. Well, this morning is certainly scary, but the weekend looks fantastic. Details right after the break. Stay with us.
We've all been there. Gridlock. But this is the 2018 Nissan Rogue. It's got Pro Pilot Assist and can stop and start on its own to help keep your distance from that car ahead, and can help keep you centered in your lane.
Lease the Rogue family for $149 per month, or lease the 2018 Murano just $219 per month.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
No way your furniture's here already.
Raymore and Flanagan, 3-day delivery.
Do not mention delivery.
Ever wonder if there's a better way to shop for furniture?
Let me show you.
Wow.
Raymore and Flanagan.
Have my new living room.
Bigger selection.
That is beautiful.
Better service.
Coming together, right?
No.
Guaranteed delivery in 3 days or less.
Isn't it great?
That's what I needed.
Awesome.
Where'd you say she got her furniture from?
Raymore and Flanagan. Great style, delivered.
Well, more legal woes for convicted and now jailed sex offender Bill Cosby. A local law firm is now suing the embattled entertainer for failing to pay more than $280,000 in unpaid legal fees. According to CNN, Samuel Silver of the firm, Schneider, Harrison, Siegel, and Lewis worked for Cosby on legal issues, including the sexual assault charge levied by Andrea Constant. Now, Silver, of course, withdrew from the case in January of this year before Cosby was convicted. The suit claims that Cosby hasn't paid anything billed after June 30th of 2017. The lawsuit also seeks a 1.5% late fee as well. And meantime, federal regulators are suing Tesla CEO Elon Musk for securities fraud. In August, he rocked Wall Street with a series of tweets saying he had the funding to take the publicly traded Tesla private. Now, officials say that those tweets were false and misleading. Musk even laid out details, including a $420 per share price. Officials allege that Musk arrived at that price because of its significance in marijuana culture and his belief that his girlfriend would be amused by it. Well, the SEC is asking a federal judge to prevent Musk from serving as an officer or director of a public company. In a statement, Musk called the SEC's action unjustified. It is now 4:42. Well, a North Dakota couple got a jump start on decorating for Halloween, which caught some neighbors off guard. In fact, so much so that, as Nick Broadway explains, one was so convinced by the scary way they decked out their home that he called the police.
It was an accidental trick long before any treats got handed out.
It is my favorite holiday. It's been since birth, actually.
October 31st is also this couple's wedding anniversary, and Becky's birthday is on the 29th.
Halloween is kind of a good day for us.
Oh, that's perfect. Over the weekend, Becky Muse got a jump start on Halloween decorations. Before any of the eyeballs or inflatables went up, their first decoration was this window sign. It says, "Help me," and looks like it was written in blood. After putting it up, the couple went out for a birthday dinner. On their way home, they got messages from neighbors asking if they were okay. One man even went as far as calling 911. That neighbor is none other than WDAY radio host Jay Thomas.
I look across the street and I see in my neighbor's window this sign that says, "Help me." So I'm like, what's going on over here?
He says he saw what appeared to be an undercover squad car parked down the street before calling police.
So I go walk down there to look in the car, and the person in the car just motions me to get out of here. I'm like, whoa, okay, something's not right.
Thomas calls 911. Then he starts messaging Becky.
And I didn't answer, and 15 minutes later, he's like, "Are you okay? Are you at home?" And then I said, "What?" And he said, "The sign, you have a sign in your window, help me."
She was okay. And the officer who showed up told the couple this happens all the time.
To my defense, there were no other Halloween decorations out there.
From total scare to a memory that's still making both of them laugh.
Yeah, that was a talented terror there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't like it too scary.
I don't know if that would be the first decoration I put up. Maybe put some things on the lawn first just to give them an idea that's what's happening.
And let's ease our way into it a little bit.
What happened to the goofy pumpkin faces? That's what I want to know. Everybody's getting like so elaborate these days.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Halloween's now like, what is it, like the second holiday for like revenue or something like that.
Is that
people
right?
really, people put a lot of money into it. It's a lot of cash. But I think there's some big scares out there. So I'm just telling my neighbors right now, go easy on me because I can't take it. No help me in the window.
Well, you want to talk about scary? Driving this morning is a scary thing. There's Mobile 17. Where is Mobile 17 this morning? Can we tell where that is? He's stuck behind a box truck. 76. Well, the Schuylkill Expressway is no picnic on a good day, let alone a morning like this. So, yeah, it's going to be a rough drive into work. We've got the rain falling. It looks like the wipers are going at a pretty good clip. We have all these alerts to pass along to you. Flood watch for the city till 6. Flood warning till 7:15. A flood advisory till 9:45. After that, we're fine. But until then, we've got a lot of rain. Also some fog. Visibility low in spots under 2 miles in Mount Holly. Also in Millville, 3 miles in Trenton, 4 miles in Coatesville, 5 miles in Pottstown. Take your time overall. It's a rough drive all the way around. Right now, as you step outside with the umbrella, 65 degrees. Dew point number, borderline humid, 64. Winds out of the north-northeast at 7 miles an hour. All right. Weather scan 17 shows the big old system that's moving on toward our region. And as we pull this out further, you can see it actually stretches all the way down to parts of Georgia and Alabama. So this is a big system moving on through here, and it's going to move on through this morning with some heavy showers. Here is our futurecast. We can see that heavy rain, all the yellow and the orange and the red passing on through for most of the drive into work. Then as we get toward the midday, things do start to dry out. A lot of cloud cover left over behind that. Then as we get into the late afternoon, actually a couple of breaks of sunshine setting us up for what will be a very nice weekend. But until we get to that point, a lot of rain this morning, some sunshine this afternoon, and 70. Then tonight, partly cloudy, 58. Gorgeous day tomorrow, some sunshine, actually a lot of sunshine, and 74. Sunday looks pretty good, sunshine 74. And look at this, next week we've got dry conditions Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're going to flirt with 80 degrees all 3 of those days. Actually almost 80 on Thursday, but we could see some more rain then. But nice weekend coming up after a rough morning this morning. Let's check on that drive-in right now. Jenna Meisner and traffic on the go. Hey, Jenna.
Hi, Jay. Deep breaths. It's already very busy as you head out the door this morning. Now, luckily, Mobile 17 is not going to run into anything on the Schuylkill Expressway. We are clear there, but we already have some mass transit problems. So SEPTA is reporting some shuttle bus services for some of the trolleys. So the Route 15 trolley, they're shuttle busing between 40th, 26th Street and Girard Avenue, as well as the Route 102 trolleys. They're shuttle busing between McDade Boulevard and the Sharon Hill Station. That's due to some high waters over the rails there. So Route 15 and Route 102 shuttle buses this morning. Make sure you remember that. Now heading back out the door onto the roadways into Montgomery County. Upper Pottsgrove, a problem there now. A crash along Farmington Avenue at Evans Road. And if we head into New Jersey, the AC Expressway having some issues this morning. If you're traveling eastbound, right near exit number 14, the Atlantic City racetrack there, we have an overturned vehicle. Luckily, this is off to the shoulder, and we're not hearing reports of injuries, but it's still busy along the AC Expressway. Jen, back to you.
All right, Jenna, a busy morning for you as well. Now back to your headlines this morning, folks. In North Carolina, a 6-day search for a missing boy with autism comes to a heartbreaking conclusion. Yesterday, authorities announced that they have found what they believe is the body of Maddox Rich. Now, the 6-year-old went missing at a park last weekend. His father said that he was walking behind his son near a lake when the boy took off running and dropped out of sight. The FBI says that the body was discovered partially submerged in a creek about a mile east of the park where Maddox vanished, in the area with thick underbrush that had actually been searched. This was numerous times this week by search teams.
Our community's heartbroken, our searchers, our investigators. This is not the end that we had hoped for.
Well, a lot of questions still remain. The FBI declined to provide details on the condition of the body and gave no word on how it might have actually ended up in that creek. And an emotional vigil was held for little Maddox in North Carolina. In the community of Gastonia, residents there joined hands in prayer, lit candles, and released balloons into the sky, some of them blue for autism. Well, the time is now 4:49. Coming up, we'll give you a first glimpse of Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. And in your Hollywood Minute, hear what Lady Gaga did as soon as she wrapped up filming A Star is Born to put that role behind her. That's next.
I headed a small group of advisors who worked directly for General David Petraeus in Afghanistan. I personally hired Andy Kim to be a member of that team. And Andy served our general, our service members, and our nation with honor and distinction. So when his service is attacked, it's not just wrong, it's offensive. Andy's not a Marine, but I am. And I can tell you, he's a great American, and it was my privilege to serve beside him.
I'm Andy Kim, and I'm honored to approve this message.
Drug abuse isn't always from a dealer on the street. More teens are finding that high right in their parents' medicine cabinet through legally obtained prescription drugs. Nearly 2 million Americans get hooked abusing prescription drugs every year, and that includes thousands right here in Philadelphia. Please protect your family. Safeguard your meds. Talk to your children about the danger of addiction. Visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
Happy anniversary dinner, darling. Can this much love be cleaned by a little bit of Dawn Ultra? Oh, yeah. One bottle has the grease cleaning power of 3 bottles of this other liquid. A drop of Dawn and grease is gone.
The in-laws have moved in with us.
And our adult children are here.
So we save by using Tide.
Which means we use less.
3 generations of clothes cleaned in 1 wash.
Those are Mom's.
Anybody see my pants?
Nothing cleans better.
Put those on, Dad.
It's gotta be Tide.
When I say Italy, what comes to mind?
Perillo Tours.
Oh, Perillo Tours.
Hi, I'm Steve Perillo of Perillo Tours, and I personally approve every itinerary to ensure a stress-free, once-in-a-lifetime vacation.
I think of the culture.
There's so much to see. I really enjoyed Sorrento.
Being on a Perillo tour was better than anything I can remember ever on an anniversary.
Salute!
Call now for your free brochure, insider's guide, and free $100 gift card. Call 800-613-2508.
Come here! Atomic elbow drop! Look! Your new hat fits perfectly.
Sibling rivalry can be described in many ways. There's this.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself, huh?
And this.
Get off the phone. Get off the phone. I'm talking.
And, well...
Hey! Why?
You wore tearaway pants. This is on you.
The Goldbergs, sibling rivalry at its funniest. Tonight at 7:30 and 9 on PHL 17.
Well, Tom Hanks wants to be your neighbor. Sony Pictures released a photo yesterday showing the actor portraying late children's television personality Fred Rogers for a new film. Earlier this year, the director of the still unnamed movie told Entertainment Weekly that its plot revolves around the relationship a reporter actually forms with Rogers while profiling him for a magazine. Now, it is slated for release next October. And it is now 4:52. Well, for more of the latest movie and music news, we turn to David Daniel for your Friday morning Hollywood Minute.
Dying to shed a role. Lady Gaga tells talk show host Ellen DeGeneres she was so determined to leave the emotion of her character in A Star is Born, she dyed her hair blonde the very night she finished filming. Turns out the character was more than skin or hair deep. Lady says, to be honest, she's still in here. She's in theaters October 5th.
God, keep my head above water, don't let me drown.
Avril Lavigne marked her 34th birthday with a present for her fans, her first new music in 5 years. Head Above Water is about her struggle with Lyme disease, which kept her from performing for years. The video ends with a link to her foundation, which features information on preventing and treating the life-threatening infectious disease.
You didn't come here looking for answers. You came here looking for permission. Gene.
Here's your first look at Dark Phoenix, the latest film featuring the X-Men First Class cast. Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones plays Jean Grey, whose increasingly strong and uncontrollable powers begin turning her into Dark Phoenix. The action-adventure hits theaters next February. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, still to come, sweet, savory, and a little different. We'll explain how these candy canes offer dinner and dessert at the same time. Stay with us for that.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand. Here's a reason.
We've got room.
And here's another.
Waze says it's faster to take the side streets.
Perfect.
And by the way, Ford has won more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand. Now during SUV season, get an Escape with $4,000 total cash or lease for just $175 a month. That's only $175 a month at your local Ford store.
So we're going to be talking about cars today.
Cool.
If you were building the perfect car, which 3 features here would you choose?
I want a reliable car.
Safety. Got to think about the babies. Fuel efficiency. An all-in-one car, right? Could you do that?
Actually, you can.
Whoa!
This is the Chevy Malibu.
Wow. That's nice.
Current qualified competitive lessees can lease this Chevy Malibu for around $199 a month. Or trade up and get $37.50 total cash allowance when you purchase and finance with GM Financial.
Juicy marinated steak, fluffy eggs, stacked 3 layers high. Introducing the new $2 Steak and Egg Stacker. Stacked with everything you need to take on your morning. Only at Taco Bell.
On to one.
Cheers here.
Ever wonder if there's a better way to shop for furniture?
Oh, hi. Oh, excuse me.
Ray Warren Flanagan.
Wow. Right. Where's your husband? He's just at home getting a leg up on a few things.
Is there a difference?
We should have gone to Ray Warren Flanagan. Yeah.
Guaranteed delivery in 3 days or less. Bigger selection.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Better service. Ray Warren Flanagan. Delivering a better experience.
Well, check this out. The holidays are, of course, some weeks away, but these sweet and savory stocking stuffers are already causing a stir on social media. Well, they are macaroni and cheese flavored candy canes from the online store Archie McPhee. They're yellow and white striped, and they are said to taste cheesy. Now, you get 6 in a box for $6. The company has also created candy canes flavored like pickles, bacon, and rotisserie chicken. Jay, those are all pretty much things I'd like to eat this morning. We really need some comfort food with all this rain, but I'll take the candy canes. I would try it.
If they can make grilled cheese and tomato soup candy canes,
sweet potato pie,
now you're talking. Yeah.
Beans, greens, I'm there. We're not going to go all the way there though. But you know what I mean.
I know where you're going, yes. We got a lot of rain we're dealing with this morning, friends. Doppler 17 shows rain moving on through, some heavy showers as well. Good news is by lunchtime it's out here. Actually some sunshine later on this afternoon, setting us up for a nice weekend. Temps across the area right now, 50s and 60s. Right now 65 in Philly, heading up to 70 this afternoon. Let's check the drive-in. Jenna Meisner, it's been a rough one. What's up now?
Yeah, Jay, to be blunt, it is a nightmare out the door. If you can delay heading onto the roadways, that would be best for you right now. Now, the Schuylkill Expressway eastbound, hearing some reports of flooding right near Belmont Avenue. So our drive time on that eastbound side is really starting to stack. I'll get to that in just a moment. But right now, 95 northbound, all lanes there are blocked approaching the Betsy Ross Bridge. There's a serious accident, so we're seeing big delays in that area. And quickly, Jen, taking a look at that Schuylkill eastbound drive time, about a half hour towards the Vine Expressway.
Oh, it is rough, Jenna. Thank you. Well, stay with us. We've got a lot more still ahead in our next hour. And don't forget, if you're looking for news tonight, check out Action News.